It is time for the May and June update, and boy has it been a last couple of months of transition for us. And that's what we're going to talk about first, transition. We have been transitioning from one lifestyle to a wholly different lifestyle for us. So we were transitioning at the end of April, beginning of May, from full-time language to this crazy time in our lives where we're working with the Olympics, and we've been working with a bunch of mission teams and doing a lot of things all at the same time, wearing lots of different hats. And so it was in the quintessential use of the term changing gears. We changed from a very predictable, regular schedule to now it's kind of like what's happening tomorrow. We're just trying to keep up a little bit, and part of that is just due to the nature of the way things are right now here, as well as we're learning. So we have also transitioned churches. We transitioned from the church that we were at. It was a 100% Japanese church, which means most of the Japanese and 100% in Japanese the language. And we transitioned to a church called Tokyo Baptist Church, which is over 50% Japanese, but it's an international church. It's big and there's a lot going on, but we've really enjoyed it so far, and it's been good to be a part of that church and learn about them. They actually are Southern Baptist, which is a little bit of a change of pace for us too, as far as the church life here for us. And so we're actually ministry partners with Tokyo Baptist Church, and we're kind of like missionaries in residence without that official title. So we're gonna have some office time regularly every week, have our own little desk space and office hours, and yeah, we're really excited to be working with TBC. We're going to be serving them, they're going to be serving us, and we're going to be working together to achieve the same goal, especially when it comes to the Olympics. The transition, as a general, it's been pretty challenging. We're a little bit out of our element some, but also getting to exercise some skills and abilities, especially in the administrative realm of things, that we just haven't been able to, and that's been really fun. And it's been good to be able to serve our teammates and lead in ways that have been needed, but just no one's been able to do it because of personnel numbers or personalities or whatever. We've been able to fill a hole that's been desperately needed. It's been really fun. So beyond that, we have been really busy, as you can tell, and that's also meant that we felt like we haven't really been able to plug in with TBC like we would like to by this point, and that just means building good relationships, going to small groups, and all those kinds of things. So we feel still pretty disconnected overall, but at the times that we've been at TBC, we've been very welcomed, but we're really looking forward to building some new relationships here in the near future.
Yeah, so one of the things that's kept us really busy is teams from churches in America. So in May, we had several teams come, and one of the first things that we were responsible for after transitioning out of full-time language was organizing all of those teams' schedules. And so that was quite the job, but we feel like we got it done decently well, and all the teams came and went and had a good experience. So we did some ministry with them, but we also focused a lot on prayer. So each team that came did a good bit of prayer walking around the city, which I think is super beneficial for their hearts and for the city. And then we also got to do some of our favorite things. So for example, we like to take people on a day where we go to all of Tokyo's major landmarks and historical sites, and just cast vision and share with these teams from America just the great need for the gospel that's here in Tokyo. And then we also have a group of interns that are here from Oklahoma State University. They're here for 6 weeks and doing university outreach. They've done just an amazing job at connecting with students on campuses and at karaoke and at bowling and just doing some really awesome things. So we've really enjoyed mentoring them and learning from their experience, because they're doing a lot of stuff that we haven't had the chance to do since being here. We haven't had time or strategy wiggle room to do university outreach. So we're learning a lot from their experiences.
Yeah. And so beyond the teams and stuff we've been working with, as you heard a little bit just a few minutes ago, we're head deep into Olympics ministry prep. We've been working over the last 2 months-ish to organize and help our team articulate kind of these big plans that we have coming up for the Olympics. Lots of pieces out there, but because of the nature of our team makeup right now and what people have been able to actually have time to do, it's been sort of like raw materials, and now we're getting to use these raw materials to build something amazing. And so we're using our administrative giftings and our planning giftings and some of those things that, if you know us, you know that that's the Rices. They like to build a spreadsheet or organize things in a way that we can all use it. And so we've been really flexing those skills over the last 2 months. And on top of that, we've been working with our partnerships here. So we have a handful of partnerships. Just to name a few, we have the International Sports Federation, we have Tokyo Baptist Church, we have JISP, which is Japan International Sports Partnership. We have a handful of other partnerships in the U.S., especially between certain Baptist conventions and individual churches. So like lots of really amazing and cool things are happening that we just get to be a part of, and we're a conduit to make these things happen. And we're really excited about it. As you can tell, we've had a lot on our plate, a lot to do, and things are still pretty fluid at the moment. We have a general overview of what we'd like to do, and now we have to put a lot of pieces in place and do a lot of research and a lot of meetings and a lot of connecting in order to make these big dreams come to fruition, and more importantly, follow the big God-sized things that He's leading us to do. And a lot of times it feels like we're way out of our league in a lot of ways, but they're God-sized dreams and God-sized visions that we're expecting and asking Him to fill. So we're hoping by the end of this summer we're going to have a lot of the major pieces solidified, a game plan sorted out, and even a website set up and launched by the end of the summer that will explain all these things, and something you can share with your friends, with your church, with other people who might be interested in doing ministry here during the Olympics. And so we were planning on doing a video kind of explaining all this as well. We're going to do other update videos that go specifically to the Olympics, but we're going to save those for separate videos. We're not going to do that in this video here.
Yeah. So some things that you can be praying for going into July and the rest of the summer. Actually in July we're going to be traveling for a couple of weeks, so we just ask that you would pray for safety and refreshment. We're pretty tired. We've been working really hard, and we need just some time to slow down and have some long quiet times and just rest. And then another thing that needs to be done is we need to nail down a venue, a location that we can rent for our main ministry during the Olympics. And we've had some opportunities, but then they fell through, and so just please pray that the Lord would provide exactly the right space that will allow us to reach all the people that He is preparing for Himself. And then also, lastly, we're growing our Olympics ministry team, or trying to. So we have one couple who is already in our organization but on another team. They'll be joining us here in Tokyo this fall and helping us with Olympics ministry organization and things like that. There's another family who is in the process of applying with our organization with the intention of coming to Tokyo and helping us with the Olympics. So that would be incredibly helpful for us, because right now we have a lot of families on our team going stateside for stateside assignment, and that means that right now it's just us working on the Olympics, just the two of us. And so having these two families come in and help us would be just a huge weight off our shoulders. So please pray for those processes to go smoothly and for us to work really well together as a team.
Well, that about does it for our May and June update, but I want to say huge thanks to all of you who have subscribed to our channel on YouTube here, because we have exceeded 100 subscriptions, which means that we get to have this awesome tag at the end of our website link. So instead of having a random string of numbers at the end, we can now put this at the end of youtube.com/, and that means that it's going to be really easy for us to share our own page with other people, with churches, with SBC entities, and other partners, as well as making it easy for you to share with others too. So we're just so thankful that we get to work alongside you guys. Even though we're not in the same place, we're working together for the gospel to share the good news of Jesus Christ in all of Japan, and who knows where else long ways down the road. So thank you again for loving us and praying for us and helping us reach that goal. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully sometime at the beginning of August.
Bye.
Bye.